Hasselblad. It's like a Bigfoot. Everybody knows about it, everybody's seen pictures of it, but hardly anybody has met one in person. No, that's not exactly true. They made quite a few of these. But it's getting harder and harder to find a good Hasselblad. Hasselblad is an old Swedish company from 1840 something, and Hasselblad as a company started as a trading company. It was the son of the founder, Arvid Victor Hasselblad, who was interested in cameras and wanted to start to build them. First he did that as a hobby and didn't expect a lot of revenue out of cameras. Fast forward in 1960s, NASA chose Hasselblad, actually a model very close to this one, to be their space cameras. If my memory serves me right, an astronaut named Walter Schirra had a camera like this. Actually a slightly different lens, but the body was the same. It was his own camera, and he thought that it would be an excellent tool up in the space. Now he suggested that NASA would do slight modifications to this camera to make it more suitable for space. And initially Hasselblad couldn't care less. Later though, it turned out to be an excellent marketing tool for them. So what makes Hasselblad such a well-known and respected camera? So first of all, it's not only a camera, it is the whole system. As you can see, you can take different parts out of this system and replace them and do whatever you want to do with them. And if you take a look at the camera itself, it is nothing but an empty box that allows you to attach the lens and other parts to it. So this simple box is where everything starts. First a viewfinder glass and then a hood. Then you can choose to have different kind of film advancing cranks or levers or whatever these are. Some of them may have light meters in them. Mine has a crank, some has a rotating wheel, depending on your preferences. Then of course you can attach different lenses to it. This is a 100mm planar, considered one of the best. Another good lens is a 50mm Distagon that gives you a nice wide-angle lens. All lenses are made by Carl Zeiss and all lenses are absolutely excellent. And then you can attach different kind of film bags. The film is in this container and you can just attach it there. Now why that is important is that you may carry with you one bag with a black and white film and another bag with say a color film, and you can change the film in the middle of the roll. You attach it there, you take out the dark slide, and now you can take pictures with this film in here. You put back the dark slide, put in another one, take out the dark slide and take pictures with this. This modularity, being able to change the lenses and the film in the middle of the roll, is one of the reasons why people so much like this camera. You can also attach various other things to your Hasselblad. For example, extension rings allow you to take close-up pictures. There are different sizes of these extension rings that gives you a different kind of closeness to your subject. Since there is practically nothing in this camera body, shutter is always built into the lens. And here comes maybe one of the only complicated things with a Hasselblad. Since you can change all the parts, it is possible to get your Hasselblad in an unsynchronized state. Let me show you. Look at these two dots here. Let's take a picture. Let's take a dark slide out, press the shutter. As you can see, they both turned red. When I cock the shutter, they both turn white again, meaning that now I'm ready to take the picture. So what happened when I turned the crank? Up here it cocked the shutter, here it raised the mirror, and back here it advanced the film. So many things happen at the same time. A typical place where your Hasselblad might get confused is that now that you've taken the picture and both these are ready to take the new picture, you take the back off and take the picture without the back. As you can see right now, the camera body and the lens thinks that you just took the picture, while the back does not. So they are unsynchronized. So somehow you need to get them back to the same universe. Now we are on the same page. The situation may be even more complicated if the rest of your camera thinks that the shutter is cocked, but your lens thinks that it is not. So then the only way is to manually cock the shutter of the lens without the rest of the body. I'll do that with my car keys. And there is a little screw that you can turn and cock the shutter. This all may sound fairly complicated, but it is not. Think about your Hasselblad as a system where every part needs to be either cocked or not. Each and every part needs to be in the same state. Hasselblad has many things that prevent you to make mistakes. As an example, if I take out the dark slide, it exposes the film inside of the camera, but now I cannot remove the back and thus accidentally exposing the film. You gotta put the dark slide back and only then you can remove the back. As all the vintage cameras, mine also has an interesting story. It is branded 500C. It is actually a 500CM, the newer model. In 1970, Hasselblad wanted to release a new model of this camera with a removable focusing screen. But in the beginning they didn't know what to call it, so they kept on using the old brand name, and it took them a while to add an M. I shoot a lot of landscape and portraits with my Hasselblad. I think there are better cameras for street photography because compared to, for example, a Rolleiflex that I made a video a while ago, this is a little bit more complex to shoot and operate. So what you gain in modularity, you probably lose in the ease of use. So let me show you a few pictures that I've taken with Hasselblad during the years. How do you know that the picture was taken with a Hasselblad? Each and every Hasselblad leaves a mark into a picture taken. If you look at the left hand side of the negative, you can see two little notches left by the film back. I know some people add little notches to their film backs, being able to separate which film back was used when the picture was taken. That is not an entirely stupid idea because these backs are prone to light leaks, and to know which back is leaking light. Then last, and maybe the least, there is a Soviet version of a Hasselblad, sometimes called Hasselbladsky. It's a Kiev 88 that looks the same, but it's not the same. But some parts are interchangeable. Not the lenses, not the backs. You can't use Kiev 88 backs. But you can use Kiev 88 viewfinders. So I bought a Soviet-made Kiev 88 viewfinder that I can use. This even has a light meter and it cost me next to nothing. Then compared to other medium format cameras, what do I think about a Hasselblad? Well, they are rather expensive already, but nothing beats the modularity of a Hasselblad. All the lenses are excellent, they are reliable, and if serviced or well kept, will keep on going forever. In addition, you can get a digital back to your old Hasselblad, making it a digital camera. For that you need to sell your kidney though. This is what happens with a Hasselblad. Don't tell my wife.